Hello Pharma guys, welcome to our channel Easy Learn Pharma. So today I am going to discuss about a new important chapter that's name is emulsion. Okay, and in this chapter, what I will discuss, first one is definition, next one is classification, okay, next one emulsifying agent, next one is identification, identification test of emulsion. Okay, next one is method of preparation of emulsion. Next one is stability of emulsion. Last one is overcome to instability. Okay, so these are the parameters of the emulsion. So I will discuss one by one all the parameters. Okay, so first one is definition, second one is classification. Classification means what? It means how many type of emulsions are present. Next one is the emulsifying agent. What do you mean by emulsifying agent and what is the importance of emulsifying agent in the preparation of emulsion? Next one is the identification test of emulsion. So by using such type of test, you have to identify this one is the O by W type of emulsion or W by O type of emulsion. Next one is methods of preparation of emulsion. That means which type of methods you have to adequate for the preparation of emulsion or which type of procedure, okay, which type of procedure you have to adequate for the preparation of emulsion. Next one is stability of emulsion. So that means in during the preparation and during the storage which type of problems are affect to the stability of emulsion. Okay, and if the emulsion is instability, then how to overcome such type of problems. Okay, so in this chapter I will discuss such type of parameters. So first one is definition part. So I will discuss the definition of emulsion. Before going to the emulsion, so first of all, you should know what do you mean by biphasic. What do you mean by biphasic? So that you can easily understand what I am telling regarding the emulsion. So first of all, you should know what do you mean by biphasic. Biphasic means what? Now, according to the name, you can easily understand. Yes, there is two phases. There is two phases are there. Two phases are there. That's why it is a biphasic. So which type of phases are there? It may be water and oil. It may be water and oil, or it may be water and solid. Okay, so water and oil and water and solid. Clear? So in which liquid medium only water and oils are present, in that time you can say that is the examples of emulsion. That is the examples of emulsion. Clear? Or in which liquid medium only water and solid will be present, in can say that is the examples of suspension. Okay, what we will discuss regarding the emulsion. So now come to the point, emulsion. Okay, so according to the statement, you can easily understand that the emulsion contains water and oil. Emulsion contains water and oil. Okay, so all of you know that these two liquid, water and oil, are not mixing with each other. That's why you can say that is the immiscible liquid. That is the immiscible liquid. Okay, so now come to the point why these two liquids are not mixing properly, or why you can say that is two liquids are immiscible. Okay, so what is the reason behind this? Giving one example so that you can easily understand why these two liquids are immiscible with each other. Clear? So suppose you have to take some 100 ml of water in a mortar and pestle. Okay, you have to put 20 ml of oil. Okay, so first we have to take 100 ml of water in a mortar then you have to pour 20 ml of oil in the motor. So what will be happen? Definitely in that time will be marked when you have to add the 20 ml of oil in the 100 ml of water. In that time, that oil forms a that oil forms a large globules on the surface of the water molecules. After that you will stir properly, or after that you will triturate thoroughly. So after trituration, these oil globules again converted into the small globules. These oil globules are again converted into the small globules and dispersed in the water medium. After some time, these all the globules are again attached to each other, and forms again a large globules on the surface of the water molecule. Then it will separate to each other. Clear? These two immiscible liquids are thermodynamically unstable. Are thermodynamically unstable. So to thermodynamically stable, so to maintain the thermodynamically stable, or to maintain the stability, which type of precaution you have to add it? Which type of precaution you have to add it? So now tell me, why small globules are attached to each other? What is the reason behind this? So due to large globule size, it takes the less time to attach to each other, and that's why it forms a large globules and it will be separate to each other. So in that time, which type of prevention or which type of precaution you have to adequate? If in that time you will reduction the globule size, you will micronize the globule size. In that time, it takes the maximum time to attach to each other, or to attach to each other, maximum time to form a large globules and to separate to each other. So the first precaution is micronize the globule size, in which time you can say these two phases are present in this medium. In that time, when you can see in your naked eye, the globules are present and water. So first of all, you should micronize globules. Or after micronize the globules, if you can't see the globules, then in that time you can say, yes, I think these two liquids are miscible with each other. So first point is to micronize the globule size, and the second point is after micronize, again the globules takes the maximum time to attract each other. So how to prevent the attraction between the globules? So when you have to prevent the attraction between the each globules, in that time it can't form a large globules and it can't separate to each other. So to prevent such type of attraction, you have to use some third agent, that is emulsifying agent. So what is the use of the emulsifying agent? Listen. These are the micronized globules are present in this medium, and that micronized globules takes the maximum time to form a large globules. So in that time, the question is how to prevent the attraction between the each globules. So when you have to prevent the attraction of each globules, so it cannot attract to each other and it can form a large globules. That's why it can separate to each other. So that's why we have to use some third agent, that is emulsifying agent. So what is the role of the emulsifying agent in that case? Now when you have to use the emulsifying agent, it creates a barrier. In between the globules, or it creates a film on the surface of the globules. That's why each and every globules are not attracted to each other, and it can form a large globules and it can separate to each other. So after adding the emulsifying agent, it forms a stable emulsion. So that is called known as emulsion. So what is the definition of the emulsion? So emulsion is a biphasic liquidous form. Emulsion is a biphasic liquidous form. Containing two immiscible liquids are there. One is water or one is oil. Okay, one is water and one is the oil. One of which dispersed phase, one of which dispersed phase, another one is continuous phase, another one is continuous phase or dispersion medium. These two immiscible liquids, that is water and oil or oil and water, these two immiscible liquids are not mixing for longer period of time. Okay, so that's why it is a thermodynamically unstable. So to maintain the thermodynamically stable or to maintain the stability, you have to add some third agent, that is emulsifying agent. And after adding the emulsifying agent, it creates a barrier in between the globules. It creates a film on the surface of the globules. That's why it can't attract to each other and it forms a stable emulsion. So that is called known as the proper emulsion. One is dispersed phase, one is dispersed phase, another one is dispersion medium, dispersion medium. Okay, so first of all you should know what do you mean by dispersed phase and what do you mean by dispersion medium, so that you can easily understand again what do you mean by emulsion. Clear? So what do you mean by dispersed phase? Dispersed phase means it is a internal phase. Dispersed phase, you can say it is a internal phase, or you can say it is a discontinuous phase. Okay, so why it is called as the internal phase? Now because suppose this one is the emulsion, this one is the emulsion. Okay, and in this emulsion the dispersed phase present in the middle part, or the dispersed phase present in the medium part. That's why it is a internal phase. Okay, and it is a discontinuous phase. And the second thing is dispersion medium. Okay, dispersion medium, it is also called as a continuous phase, continuous phase, or you can say it is a external phase, or you can say it is a external phase. So why it is called as external phase? Because outer side of the medium, this outer part is called known as continuous phase or dispersion medium or external phase. Okay, some questions will be arise in your exam paper. So what do you mean by, or what is the alternative name of the dispersed phase? Now the alternative name of dispersed phase is internal phase, or you can say discontinuous phase. So what is the alternative name of the dispersion medium? And that is continuous phase, or you can say external phase. Here, so now come to the point. What is the definition of the dispersed phase, or what is the definition of the dispersion medium? Okay, in a emulsion, okay, in a emulsion, simply you can say those substance having in small amount, those substance having in small amount, that is called known as dispersed phase. Okay, and those substance having in large quantity, that is under the dispersion medium, because the small quantity dispersed in the dispersion medium. So the small quantity is called known as dispersed phase and the large quantity is called known as dispersion medium. So now come to the another point. So what is the pharmaceutical definition of the dispersed phase or of the dispersion medium? Yes, in a emulsion, I don't know which one is the small quantity or which one is the large quantity. So how to explain if this one is the dispersed phase and this one is the dispersion medium? Simply, all of you know in a emulsion there are two liquids. There is two liquids are present. One is water liquid, another one is the oil part. Okay. So what do you mean by dispersed phase? The liquid converted into the globules, that is called known as dispersed phase. Okay. The liquid which is converted into the globules, that is called known as dispersed phase. Okay, or you can say internal phase, or you can say discontinuous phase. Clear? Now come to the point, dispersion medium. In which medium the globules are dispersed? In which medium the globules are dispersed? This medium is called known as dispersion medium. Clear? So what do you mean by dispersed phase? Now the liquid which is converted into the globules, that is called known as dispersed phase. in which medium the globules are dispersed, that is called known as dispersion medium. Clear? Okay. Acha. So classification. According to the primary emulsion, it is divided into two types. According to primary or simple emulsion. According to primary emulsion or simple emulsion, the emulsion is classified into two types. One is water in oil emulsion. Another one is oil in water type of emulsion. So the water in oil type of emulsion, it is used only externally. It is used only externally. But the oil in water type of emulsion, you have to use both externally or internally. Clear? The O by W type of emulsion you have to use for both externally and internally. But in case of double by O type of emulsion, you have to use only externally. And the another question is arise. Listen carefully. The O by W type of emulsion are used only parenterally. Okay, compared to the double by O type of emulsion. And the example is, okay, and some example of O by W type of emulsion, that is liquid paraffin with water, and another one is benzyl benzoate emulsion. Clear? So in the what O double by O type of emulsion, that is the example is butter, because oil ଅଧିକ ରହୁଛି. Clear? So according to the primary or simple emulsion, it is classified into two types. One is double by O type of emulsion, another one is the O by W type of emulsion. So double by O type of emulsion, that means in this emulsion, water is the dispersed phase, oil is the continuous phase. Okay, and this double by O type of emulsion are used externally. Clear? And the example is butter. Now come to the point, O by W type of emulsion. Clear? In the O by W type of emulsion, oil is the dispersed phase and water is the continuous phase or dispersion medium. Clear? And this O by W type of emulsion are used for both externally and internally, and that is used for parenterally. Clear? And the example is liquid paraffin with water and benzyl benzoate emulsion. Clear? So that is the classification according to the primary and simple emulsion. Now the second classification is according to globule size. According to globule size. So according to the globule size, the emulsion are classified into two types. One is microemulsion, another one is fine emulsion. Okay, to know what is the globule size ranging of a normal emulsion. Okay, on a normal emulsion, what is the globule size ranging? The globule size ranging from 1 to 100 micrometer. 1 to 100 micrometer is the globule size ranging of a emulsion. Clear? The question may be arise. So what is the globule size ranging of a emulsion? 1 to 100 micrometer. So now come to the point. According to the globule size, it is classified into two types. One is microemulsion, another one is the fine emulsion. So which one is the microemulsion? According to the globule size, and those globule size having 10 nanometer. Okay, those globule size having 10 nanometer, such type of emulsion under the microemulsion. Okay, and this such type of emulsion having transparency or transparent. Okay, such type of emulsion having transparent. Okay, so next one is the fine emulsion. Okay, so which one is the fine emulsion? Those globule size of emulsion having 0.25 to 25 micrometer. Okay, if the globule size of emulsion having 0.25 to 25 micrometer, such type of emulsion you can say that is under the fine emulsion. Okay, example is milk. Okay, now the next classification according to the special according to the special emulsion. Okay, so according to the special emulsion, it is under the multiple emulsion, and that multiple emulsion are again classified into two types. One is oil in water in oil, another one is the water in oil in water. Clear? So according to the special emulsion, it is divided into one type, one is multiple emulsion, and this multiple emulsion are again divided into two types. One is oil in oil, water in oil in water. That means first you have to prepare the oil in water type of emulsion, then you have to disperse in the oil. In this case, first you have to prepare the water in oil type of emulsion, then you have to disperse in a water. Clear? Suppose this one is the okay. So this one is the oil in water, that means oil dispersed in a water medium. Then after that, this part is dispersed in the oil particles. Clear? So now the advantages of emulsion. What are the advantages of emulsion? Now the first advantage is medicine having unpleasant taste or odor can be made more palatable for oral administration in the form of an emulsion. Okay, so what are the examples are there? Like castor oil and cod liver oil. Next one is the emulsion provide protection against the drugs. Okay, emulsion provide the protection against the drugs which are prone to hydrolysis or oxidation. Clear? Next one is the aqueous phase is easily flavored. The aqueous phase is easily flavored. Okay, the rate of absorption is increased. Okay. The sterile stable intravenous emulsion containing fats, carbohydrates, vitamins can be administered to a patient which are unable to take orally. Clear? So these are the advantages of the emulsion. So now come to the point, what are the disadvantages of emulsion? Of emulsion. Is there dispersion is affected if not stored properly. Okay, if you are not stored properly of the emulsion, definitely in that time it will be affect to the stability of the emulsion. Clear? So that is the main disadvantage of the emulsion. Okay, thank you very much.